Yo, what up? I'm just chilling. Restringing my guitar. So I thought I would watch some videos while I'm doing that.
People's lives are over.
That's how you feel.
We're sleeping.
Cops get a call. 2 people are sleeping in a parked car in Lakeland, Florida.
Has it only been parking there at nighttime?
They usually show up around midnight or so, and then they leave by 8 or 9 in the morning, and I have observed somebody sleeping in this vehicle.
The caller requests a welfare check.
Is there any way you could send an officer out here and do a welfare check or something?
No crime was even suspected. Cops arrive and confirm, yep,
Hey, alien.
Hi.
Thanks for shining the light in here like an alien.
just a young couple and their cat sleeping in their car.
Can I have your ID? Both of your IDs?
Can you please articulate the crime that's
Well,
committed?
there's not a. It is a crime because we got a call about suspicious vehicle.
Can you articulate the crime that I've
Which
committed?
crime have we committed? And I'll give you our ID.
Which crime have y'all
Yes,
committed?
which crime have we committed?
Well-
And I will give you our
What
ID.
violation?
But instead of letting them go back to sleep or even asking them to leave, the cops start barking commands at them, demanding ID.
I need you to identify yourself. I'm not gonna ask you again.
All right, we'll get your supervisor. You're being
Okay.
silly.
All right.
Get out.
the car.
Don't touch my door.
Get
I'll
out the car.
Can I say something? If you're violating my rights right now, man, that's fine.
Get out. No, get out. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car.
Man, you just gotta love it. You just gotta love when cops do this kind of thing to you.
You're not
Put your
touching.
cat. Put your cat down.
What crime have we
Put your
committed?
cat down.
Knowing that they had done
I love all my cop
this
friends.
couple does not want to be detained and interrogated by these officers. So they assert their constitutional rights and they ask questions.
Is your badge cam on?
See that big red
Do
light?
you know 901.151?
Do you know that you need to identify yourself
Do
when
you
the
know
police
the
ask you
penal
to?
code?
Do you know
Do
that?
you know the
Do
Constitution?
you know that?
That
Do you know
you
that?
support?
Do you know that?
You swore
Do you know
oath to
that?
the Constitution.
Do you know that?
You should know the law.
Do you know that?
How do I know the
Okay,
law?
I asked you 12 times. Clearly you don't.
But the officers mock them and curse at them and detain them anyways, and even arrest the husband just because they got a call, even though that call did not allege any criminal suspicion.
I'm being American. It's my Fourth Amendment right, the right to privacy. And I'm still sitting in the back of a cop car with handcuffs. For what?
Well, at least I've had that one.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I got a chance to talk to the couple about what actually happened.
We're basically just trying to cut expenses by staying in the car to save up enough money to buy land just outright to farm. So that's kind of where we were at.
So who was right here? Did they have to ID, or should they have been left alone and allowed to leave?
Shut
I
up.
just know the law
Listen.
because I deal with cops like
Listen,
you.
he tells you provide ID. As simple as that. You provide your f***ing ID and that's it.
You want me to lick your boots too? Why would I do that when I break the
Oh
law?
shit.
Keep thinking that.
Let's go through it.
That dude, that was funny as fuck.
On October 9th, 2025, in Lakeland, Florida, a call was made for a welfare check for 2 people sleeping.
Do you want me to lick your
This is
boots,
the actual
too?
Call that was made.
There is a vehicle parked across the street that's been parking there for the last couple of weeks, and I believe they are sleeping in the vehicle.
Okay.
Is there any way you could send an officer out here and do a welfare check or something?
So has it only been parking there at nighttime?
Yeah, they usually show up around. They usually show up around midnight or so, and then they leave by 8 or 9 in the morning. And I have observed somebody sleeping in this vehicle. At least do a welfare check. I mean, like I said.
All right. We'll have an officer come out there and check on it.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye.
The call did not allege that any crime had been committed. The caller merely said that he suspected the people were sleeping in their car.
236 is occupied by 2.
The caller specifically requested a welfare check. So in response to this request for a welfare check, Officer Jimenez with the Lakeland Police Department arrives at the scene and approaches their vehicle.
Put down the window. All the way down.
The caller had mentioned that he had previously observed this same couple sleeping in the vehicle and that on prior occasions they would park at around midnight or so and then leave by 8 or 9 in the morning. In other words, the caller was well aware that these two were not suspicious potential criminals, but rather just a couple who was sleeping in their car for whatever reason, which, by the way, is none of his business. One could speculate that the caller was just
Right,
and they wanted to use the police to annoy this couple into parking somewhere else next time.
All the way down.
Actually, I don't have to. You're being kind of disrespectful knocking on my door that way. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm sorry. Well, it's not that I'm being
Man,
disrespectful.
this is a public road. I see people being
Yes,
parked
but
all
we
the
got
time.
a call about your car being parked here.
Okay. Is it
Even
illegal?
though it's a public road. Can I have your ID? Both of your IDs?
Can you please articulate the crime I
Well,
committed?
there's not. It is a crime because we got a call about suspicious vehicles. So I'm asking.
She said, there's not.
Badge cam on?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Actually.
what's your name?
Officer Jimenez.
Okay, so...
Do you have anything that could hurt me, poke me, prick me here?
I'm just sleeping with my wife.
And I understand that, and that's why I'm making contact with you. Hi.
Officer Jimenez walks up to the car.
What a
and
bitch.
The first thing that she notices is that the car is obviously parked. It's not running. She shines a bright flashlight into the windows of the car, and she can clearly see that there are two individuals sleeping inside along with their adorable cat. She can also see that there's this windshield sun deflector thing on the inside of the windshield, consistent with people sleeping in their car, as opposed to any sort of criminal activity or even operation of the car so as to make this more of a traffic stop.
Hi.
What we're doing is not illegal.
I understand it's
So
not
listen,
illegal.
No, let me finish. Be respectful, okay?
Okay.
We've committed no crime,
Okay.
okay? No crime.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay? So
Poor
if you
kids,
want to
man.
Trespass us or anything like that.
Damn.
We're not talking about trespass. I'm asking you to identify yourself.
We don't have to.
Yes, you do, because we got called here regarding
Listen,
your car.
Yo,
because-
since we got a call, your constitutional rights don't exist, okay?
I don't need the ID.
Because we got a call. Somebody called us and they said some shit. So, like, your constitutional
Like you
rights,
said, I'm not
they just don't
breaking the law,
matter.
so nobody needs to ID. If you would like me to move, I would.
I need you to identify yourself. I'm not going to ask you again.
All right, we'll get your supervisor. You're being
Okay.
silly.
236. Come right to 99. Step it up.
And the way you
I'm
came up to my
77
door
right
was
now.
very disrespectful.
However, they're refusing
Very.
to identify themselves and getting inside.
I'm a human being.
Okay.
Maybe you should treat people that way.
Yeah, dude. Damn right, man. Fuck
I
yeah.
need you to identify
That's fucking
yourself.
insane. Like,
Listen, you
these
can
these
do this
people
all
are
day.
fucking crazy,
I
dude.
know I just told you
Your
901.150.
Holy fuck.
Look this up. 901.151.
Yeah, that's-
Over law.
that's the
This
penal
has
code.
happened.
I feel like people, like, just, like, don't care unless,
I'm just gonna scoot my seat.
you know, they've been in that position where they've, like, been held at gunpoint
Thank you.
Call your
by
supervisor.
Okay.
multiple cops, you know?
Okay, perfect.
And the only reason I was telling you that is so you don't shoot.
They're refusing to identify
God, that shit
themselves,
sucks.
and they're asking for my supervisor.
Hey, Emily.
Hi.
Thanks for shining the light in here like an alien.
Yeah. What are you doing?
We're sleeping.
Clearly.
We're
Yeah,
just
This
sleeping.
lady just came up to my door banging on the
Okay.
window. So disrespectful. That's how I woke up.
And I
So
just
I'm a
asked
little
you to
irritated.
identify yourself.
We don't
She
have
plenty
any
of times.
Well, listen,
I
y'all
said
on the
901
roadway.
about 151. And she said,
So I don't need
I
you to
said-
tell me the state statute, what you think is right or
No,
wrong.
we
I need
know.
your ID.
We know.
And if not, you're gonna have to step out the car.
We know the law.
Final time, I'm gonna ask you. Let me have your ID.
listen,
Give me
man,
the supervisor.
if you can articulate the crime that I have
We got
committed,
a call about your
A call about what?
suspicious.
can you articulate the crime that I've
Which
committed?
crime have we committed? And I'll give you our ID.
Which crime are y'all
Yes,
committed?
which crime have we
Well-
committed? And I will give you our
What
ID.
violation?
So I can do a traffic violation, but as far as the call, we gotta call up a suspicious vehicle.
Okay, so what violation did I
So
commit?
which law is that broken?
So the way you're
talk to me.
halfway on the roadway, and halfway, that's impeding the roadway.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not. That's what these are for. These are for parking. Why would they build these into
These
the
are
road?
not. These are not for
Can you
parking.
get a supervisor, please, and thank you?
These are not for parking.
All right, give me a supervisor.
All right, you want to get out of the car?
Yeah.
God, dude, that shit is fucking
This
bullshit.
is not a traffic stop. It's an encounter with two people sleeping in a parked car. Andrea and Seth are this young married couple. They sleep in their car, but they're not homeless. They're both from Lakeland, Florida, and they both have parents with homes in Lakeland, Florida, but they're trying to save money to buy their own small farm. Right now, they travel around and they help others farm their land, but they want to be landowners themselves. So they're trying to save money by foregoing rent, living in their vehicle, which they're actually accustomed to doing at this point because for a period of time, they sort of lived that van life, traveling around, living in a van.
We've been married for 3 years. His parents have a house here, my parents have a house here, but they're, charging rent, which we paid for years. And we just really wanted to, just get out of that. We travel around the United States, mainly Florida though, and we work at people's farms as nursery consultants, bringing their farms to the next level. And we did the van life for years. We lived in our vans. We're basically just trying to cut expenses by staying in the car to save up enough money to buy land just outright to farm. So that's kind of where we were at in our headspace.
So having spent a lot of time sleeping in their vehicle, they had been harassed in this manner on prior occasions, and due to this, they actually knew their rights because they had researched their rights before and used them before. And as you'll see in this video, they attempt to assert their rights here. How many times had you guys stayed in this particular parking spot?
3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Throughout a month or 2 period, yeah.
It's honestly just a pretty safe neighborhood, a nice place to park. We see people parking in those parking spots. We were necessarily right in front of his house. We were across the street from his house, and on the side we were parking on, it's just somebody's fence. It's not it's their front yard that we're parking in front of.
When this officer Jimenez walks up, shines a flashlight inside the car, were you asleep at that point?
Yeah, for sure.
I was in a dream.
What was it that woke you up? Was it the flashlight or was it her
Boom,
knocking
boom,
the
boom,
car?
boom, boom.
Yeah, the knocking. She just said, I got a call, you're suspicious. She didn't tell me that it was even for a welfare check. I never knew that throughout this whole entire encounter until we got the
Discovery
Yeah.
and all the body cam footage. We didn't even know the caller called in for a welfare check.
But as you'll also see, Officer Jimenez isn't all that concerned with their rights. She almost immediately escalates the situation. She demands she demands his ID. He doesn't want to provide it because he felt that his rights were being violated. An officer demands that Seth and Andrea get out of the car. Seth is given almost no opportunity to get out of the car before the officer opens his car door and forcefully pulls him out.
All right,
Get
get
out.
out of the car.
Don't touch my door.
Get out the car.
Can I say something? If you're violating my rights right now, man, that's fine.
Get out. No, get out. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. I told you to identify yourself and you don't want to. Do not touch
Put your
me.
hands behind your back.
Do not
Put your
touch
cat. Put your cat down.
What crime have we
Put
committed?
your
Yeah,
cat
it's
down.
against law now.
Andrea, put the cat down and shut
They need that fucking ID, dude.
Please don't let
Put the cat down.
guys.
Shit is fucking crack, dude.
I'm
Let her
an
escape.
animal.
My windows are quiet.
You're gonna lose your qualified immunity.
Seth is then placed under arrest, put in handcuffs behind his back, and put in the rear of a police car.
Because I told you 901.151, I clearly stated the penal code for you.
I gave you plenty of time to identify yourself.
No shit.
So what was the big?
Not committed a crime.
Listen, what was the big
You
deal about?
guys use your power, your authority to people's lives over.
That's how you.
We're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
All we were doing was sleeping.
Can't
We
sleep, right?
committed no crime at all.
Okay.
If you would have
They
asked
don't
us to
care,
leave, we would have
dude.
happily left.
They don't give a fuck, dude.
And then you want to yank
This
us
is
out
the
of our
thing.
car when we're trying to
This is the
talk
thing.
cordial?
If she asks you to identify yourself, your guy still has to identify himself.
No, we do not.
Okay.
We broke no law.
Okay.
901.151.
Are you going to identify yourself?
Right
No.
there.
Is your badge cam on?
See that big red light?
Do you know 901.151?
Do you know that you need to identify yourself?
Do you know the penal code?
Do you know
Do
that?
you know the
Do you know that?
Constitution that
Do you know
you
that?
support?
Do you know that?
You swore
Do you know
oath
that?
to the Constitution.
Do you know that?
You should know the law.
Do you know that?
How do I know the
Okay,
law?
I asked you 12 times.
How do I know
Are
the
you
law?
going
Don't.
to identify yourself?
Are you going to arrest
Do
me?
Do you want to get
Is it-
arrested?
Do I have to ID under threat of arrest? Are you going to
So,
arrest
listen
me?
to me.
I want
We
for
got a
5.
call
You can
here.
slow out. You
Under
can
threat
stand.
of arrest,
Florida,
I will
can you
ID.
copy
Shut
Florida
up.
28?
We got a call about your car being suspicious. You guys sleeping.
Foxtrot.
All I ask
Foxtrot.
is,
Whiskey 9.
Give me your ID so I can identify you, and you could have gone your merry
We
way.
broke no crime. I don't have to give you my
Yes,
ID.
you are. You're impeding the shit right now.
We're not.
Andrea Lake, 5720 Stratford Lane.
People park their cars here.
Let me have your registration.
People park their cars right here all the time.
I don't care. Let me have your
And
registration.
are they suspicious?
I don't care. Let me have your
Do you knock
registration.
on their window?
Okay, either you're gonna give me your registration or I'm going to tow this car.
That's fine. I will give you my registration.
Okay.
Am I allowed to reach in here and grab
Yes,
it?
go ahead. That's why I've been asking. And your ID. I'm not trying to.
I am not giving you my ID unless you threaten to arrest me. Tell me what law I broke. Tell me what law I broke. Which law did I break? Is the supervisor on his way?
Fail to identify yourself. Resisting.
Resisting?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No,
That's
I'm
a
not.
physical act.
How are we expecting to
Why do you have to know who I am? Which law
Because
did I
we
break?
had a call and we're investigating that call.
If you call me for me, that's
A
hearsay.
suspicious vehicle.
I don't give a shit. It's hearsay.
That's hearsay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which law did I
She's
break?
right.
You can't tell me.
A suspicious vehicle.
That's not a
We're
law.
investigating it, and now you're failing to identify yourself. That's the law.
How do I know the law better than
Damn, what a good girlfriend. Such a ride or die.
He'll be here shortly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cops.
Good, you know how to
We're
attack.
uncoupled, sleeping, trying to get rest.
Dude, I know chicks that would have been like, here's my ID, and he has a lot of weed in the glove compartment.
Sleeping.
Well, it shouldn't be sleeping in the side of the road.
And then they would have put all their weed in my glove compartment.
I'm just trying to sleep.
As Seth sits handcuffed in the police car, Andrea is standing outside their car, holding their adorable cat, talking with numerous police officers now on the scene. She is repeatedly asked for her ID. In response, Andrea keeps asking the officers whether she is suspected of having committed any crime.
Andrea, that's such a
During
nice
this
name.
back and forth, one of the officers claims that she has to
Seth,
provide
what a
her
cool
ID
name.
because they got a call. They got a call about a suspicious vehicle. But as we know from the actual 911 call, that's not actually true. That's a lie.
I think like one of my first friends from like preschool, his name was Seth.
But more than just lying to her and misstating the
Or
law
his
to
name
her,
is Seth, sorry.
These cops were unprofessional, rude, and sarcastic, including telling her multiple times to shut up and repeatedly
Yeah, the
just mocking
bastards.
her
The fuck?
in various ways.
How hard is it?
Dude, poor girl has a fucking cat in her hands. Like, fuck, dude, look at this shit. This is fucking crazy, dude. The poor chick has a fucking cat in her hands, dude. Look at this. This is crazy, man. I feel so bad for these people.
I know the f***ing law.
Are you?
901,
Ma'am.
151.
Ma'am,
Look up that penal code.
ma'am.
Fuck yeah, dude. You need to get a chick like that, dude. That'll just fucking step for you, like to anybody. Just be like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck what you heard.
Hey,
Shut up. The officer, the supervisor will be here shortly.
Shut up.
The exact same thing.
hey,
Shut up.
look at me.
I'm a cop. Shut up. You shut up.
It's gonna happen two ways. Either be nice, so it's gonna happen two ways. The nice way,
It's a cat
or the
gun.
bad way. So it's very simple. Stop thinking that you know the law because you see YouTube videos and TikTok and everything.
Oh my, this is the worst, dude. Dude, they will say this to fucking attorneys. Like, they will say this shit to attorneys. It's so crazy. God damn.
Hear me out.
Bro,
okay?
don't fucking talk to me like
You
that.
went through a training for law, okay? You did it. TikTok does not mean that it's
I
a
don't
fucking
have
training.
TikTok. I've never had
Okay,
TikTok.
so shut
I
up.
just know the law
Listen.
because I deal with cops like
Listen.
you.
He
Yeah,
tells you
fuck
to
yeah.
provide ID, as simple
Amen,
as that.
dude.
Provide
Damn.
fucking ID and that's it.
You want me to lick your boots too?
No,
Okay.
that's disgusting. I don't want my shoes to be dirty.
I'm gonna
Okay?
lick it. That's good. I'm
Good, because I don't want my shoes to be dirty. So shut up and provide ID.
Bro said that's disgusting. He said, no, that's disgusting. I don't want my boots to be dirty. What the fuck?
ID. Simple as that. Or you go to jail. Either or. Okay, wonderful. You're going to have a good time over there.
I'm gonna ask you one more time.
You're threatening to arrest me. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Give me your ID.
I will provide it.
Okay.
Since you're going to arrest me,
Okay.
I will give you my ID.
Get me your ID.
Fantastic.
That sucks.
Additional officers arrive at the scene.
Fucking
and in
dickheads,
fact,
dude.
7 officers show up for this so-called welfare check, which basically turns into a law enforcement dog pile to get those IDs of this sleeping couple.
You guys are gang members. You're the biggest gang I've ever met.
Okay. You don't like it? Go to California. That's all they take people like you.
Fuck off, buddy. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What's up with all the strays to California, Dad?
You're stupid.
What's up with that, bruh?
Go to
What's up with that?
California, you know the law better than us.
Jesus, dude.
Go to California.
So not cool,
Have a
bro.
good time over there. Okay?
So not ripping it, dude.
All of your crimes.
So not ripping it.
Just letting you know.
Declining to give
I know what
Fuck.
Have you decided to give me your ID and your information, your name and
What a,
stuff?
what a fucking asshole.
Okay.
No, I'm talking to you right now. Are you gonna provide me your name?
Okay.
No, I'm not, and it's male.
Okay.
I am being
You wanna continue
professional,
that?
and I'm asking you, are you going to provide your name?
Yeah. Stop reaching around.
So the suspicious is we got a suspicious vehicle. Okay, so if you're not gonna hear me out, then I'm not talking to you.
God damn.
Like I said, I have no issue IDing when I legally need to.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Can't believe this.
It
For
is.
us sleeping in our car.
It is. It would have been
You're
a.
just trying to rest.
It would have been a very simple. Here you go. That's it. Okay. Have a good night. That's it.
Why would I lick a boot?
Okay.
Why would I do that when I broke no law?
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Like,
All right,
straight up.
Think of that.
Like, fuck you.
Nope.
No. I'm
Fuck
not.
you, dude.
This isn't free.
You fucking
America.
idiots.
This is a
Fuck, man.
gang.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you go home and you treat your wife like this? You talk to your wife like this?
Guaranteed.
My family involved.
Oh, I'm
Guaranteed.
sure you do.
Really? Okay. Well, at least I've had her one.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Yeah.
That's actually my husband.
Good for you. Good for you. You guys are such a catch. Lovely. You get to arrest people and lock people up together.
Yeah, who break the law?
Yeah, he break the
Fill
law.
up our prisons.
Yeah. Yeah, he break the law.
Fun.
Yeah, it is.
I bet you guys love your life.
We do.
Making fun of me. I don't have a house.
We don't
No
have
thanks
that.
to
What is
y'all
that?
generation. I can't afford it.
We don't have penal codes in the state of Florida. We have state
I'm not
statutes.
telling you. I gave you my ID.
She's probably,
And
she
what is
probably
that?
has pronouns.
Explain it to
too.
me.
God, bro. This shit is like crazy lawsuit, dude.
What is happening for you to ask for my ID or my name and my date of birth? That is
Okay.
now that
Sovereign citizens, huh?
That's, oh yeah. Doesn't know that in Florida, camping at the side is illegal.
Oh my
The
But
god.
you're the disgustingest gang I've ever met in my
I
life.
already told you, you don't like it, you can move to California or somewhere.
California. I'm moving out of the United States.
Okay,
You guys are a gang.
okay. Hopefully you do it really quick, because we don't need
Oh,
people
I'm
like you
gonna.
here.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, we don't need people like you.
Right, yeah, that's all about it, right? Christ. Fuck.
Do you know that? Do you know that? That's a city code.
I was just talking about penal code.
We in the city of Lakeland.
This is like so much more annoying than I thought it was gonna
Quiet
be.
now?
I have nothing else to say. Getting a supervisor.
Just for the next encounter, just very simple.
I don't know who that is.
Provide your stuff and none of this.
It would have been so easy.
I don't give a shit. Not gonna make y'all's life easier.
Okay.
Look how you're making my life. And it's already shitty.
This is your fault. It's not ours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really,
You
right.
understand?
I'm
It
not
would
gonna
have
go
been.
back and forth.
That's fine.
It would have been.
God will judge you.
It's
God will judge you. He will love to judge you.
That's true.
God do not know Jesus.
Fucking Christ, bro.
Do not know Jesus. You do not know him.
She's spitting some truth, man. Fuck. She's getting hardcore, man. Damn.
Ironically, Andrea is the one who's correct about the law, and these unprofessional and rude cops who claim to have
God
taken a class
damn.
in the law are actually demonstrating that they clearly learned nothing. There's a bunch of back and forth here about Florida law and whether an ID is required to be produced under these circumstances. But first, we need to assess what type of encounter we're dealing with here under federal Fourth Amendment law. There are three types of encounters with police. You have consensual encounters, which do not implicate the Fourth Amendment at all. And then you have the Terry stop, or also called investigatory detention, which does trigger Fourth Amendment rights because you're no longer free to leave. Like a traffic stop, basically. It's temporary, but you're forced to participate, essentially. For this sort of detention to be lawful under the Fourth Amendment, reasonable suspicion is required, no matter what state you're in. What is reasonable suspicion? It's specific, objective facts, not just a hunch, indicating that a crime or violation has occurred. The officer must be able to clearly explain observable evidence that justifies the stop. It can't be just vague feelings or unsupported intuitions, such as, looks suspicious. Note that the officer doesn't have to actually explain that at the scene, it's just theoretically. So what about here, where no crime per se has been reported or alleged, but where someone did call about some non-criminal concern resulting in a police response, or where an officer sees something unusual or something out of place but not necessarily criminal? Does this mean that police officers can't be proactive and go look into cars and talk to people and ask for IDs? No, not at all. They can do all of those things within the context of a consensual encounter. In fact, one common type of consensual encounter that the Florida courts discuss often is a welfare check, where there's no suspicion of criminal activity, but where someone is concerned, whether it's the officer herself or Karen calling dispatch. It is well recognized that police officers may conduct welfare checks and that such checks are considered consensual encounters that do not involve constitutional implications. And even though it's a consensual encounter, an officer can still ask for identification and ask questions. The Florida courts have held that asking for identification during a welfare check does not convert the consensual encounter into a seizure. And it is well settled that asking a question of a person not in custody is neither a search nor a seizure. In other words, cops can check on you and they can ask questions and they can even ask for your ID during a welfare check. But welfare checks alone, without underlying criminal suspicion, are actually just consensual encounters that do not implicate the Fourth Amendment because the person is at all times free to leave or to remain silent. Therefore, a person can generally refuse to show ID or even to state their name in these situations where a law enforcement encounter is clearly voluntary. They can ask for someone's ID or their name, but they're allowed to ask if they're being detained or arrested, and then walk away if the answer is no. So here, there was nothing unlawful about Officer Jimenez investigating and asking things as a part of a consensual welfare check. But once she communicated that the encounter was no longer consensual because they were no longer free to leave and were threatened with arrest unless they produced identification, at that point, Fourth Amendment protections were triggered and theoretical reasonable suspicion must exist at that point based on the totality of the circumstances. But is there some general requirement in Florida to provide ID when an officer asks for it, as the officers are claiming in this video? Remember where I pointed out that this was not a traffic stop? Why is that important? This is where Florida state law comes in, because if you're operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, you must carry and present a valid driver's license when an officer lawfully stops you and asks for it under Florida Statute 322.15. Here, if this wasn't a traffic stop and there doesn't appear to be any dispute that it was not, Florida Statute 322.15 does not apply. It only applies when operating a motor vehicle. So if someone isn't operating a motor vehicle and yet they still get detained by the police, we're then back to looking for the existence of reasonable suspicion in order to determine whether or not this detention is lawful. Florida does have what they call a stop and frisk law, where law enforcement officers with a reasonable suspicion that you're committing a crime, have committed a crime, or are about to commit a crime can briefly detain you and ask for identification. This is the statute cited and quoted by Andrea and Seth during this interaction.
901.151?
I know the law.
Are you-
901.151.
Florida Statute 901.151 subsection 2 says that when an officer has a reasonable suspicion that an individual has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a crime, including a violation of a criminal ordinance, the officer may temporarily detain the person to ascertain his identity and investigate the circumstances surrounding the suspected criminal activity. Although you could call this a version of a stop and ID law, it's still constitutionally presumed to only apply in circumstances where reasonable suspicion exists. So it basically tracks federal law. Otherwise, it would be unconstitutional. For instance, Florida courts have made it clear that an investigatory stop requires more than mere suspicion. The officer must have a well-founded, articulable suspicion of criminal activity. So generally, there still has to be some underlying criminal conduct suspected to create a scenario where cops can detain and identify somebody against their will in Florida. There is one weird state law in Florida that I've discussed before that could potentially criminalize failure to provide ID or identifying information. Under Florida Statute 856.021, loitering or prowling, if you are seen at a time or in a manner not usual for law-abiding individuals, under circumstances that could reasonably prompt a law enforcement officer to stop you, you must identify yourself. However, since you would be effectively required to incriminate yourself against your will under those circumstances, which would violate the Fifth Amendment, the Florida courts created a requirement that the officer must advise the suspect of their Miranda rights prior to demanding identification under that statute. Here, there were no Miranda rights advised prior to the demand for identification, so the loitering or prowling statute does not apply. Andrea and Seth were not operating a motor vehicle at the time of the detainment, so it wasn't a traffic stop, so the driver's license law doesn't apply to require them to produce that. The Florida stop and frisk statute could apply to require the communication or production of identifying information, so long as there is reasonable suspicion that Seth or Andrea has committed or is committing or is about to commit a crime. And I see no objective evidence that that's the case here. This is just a welfare check. So that leaves us with this being a consensual encounter welfare check, where the officer is free to ask questions, to ask for ID, but Seth and Andrea are also free to refuse to answer, and they're free to leave the scene. And that's exactly what should have happened here.
If they ask for my ID, a reasonable person says, here you go.
Listen,
Here you go.
And I understand that, but I'm a little different because I know the law, so I want to exercise my rights as an
Okay.
American. As an American, you should be proud of me for upholding the Constitution.
Hell
you
yeah,
swore an
dude.
oath, sir, to protect the Constitution.
I did.
So you guys should be proud when somebody's being an American, and this is me exercising my Fourth Amendment right of privacy. Okay? 901.151 is the violation that you guys broke, and that's all there is to it.
Okay.
Seriously, you see
I
where I'm
understand.
coming from, right?
Okay.
Really? Do you love the Constitution? I do.
Mhm.
I'm so thankful for it. I wish more people knew more about it.
When
Yeah.
Seth and Andrea asserted their constitutional protections, which our forefathers spilled their blood to get them 250 years ago, these Lakeland Police Department officers showed their true colors. They showed themselves to be tyrants who were unwilling to respect those constitutional rights, whether due to ignorance, lack of training, or just their egos.
I can understand how some people were programmed to think this looks bad, but you know what? At the end of the day, man, we didn't do anything wrong. I'm just a human being, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a little rough right
But
now
that's
for
what
me.
I'm saying. So, like, where this
That's
would
what
have
you're
gone
saying.
completely different is
If I would have just
just have the
licked
same
her boots and
conversation.
gave her my ID. And
Yeah.
and it would have went fine.
No, because I'm saying I'm putting myself in your shoes.
Well, I'm just telling you, her ego got hurt, man. And,
Okay.
and she ripped me out of a car, bro. She ripped me out of the car. If I would have resisted, oh my gosh.
All
Dude.
right. Well, obviously, vehicle comes back clear with tag. Your wife's got a good DL. She's free to go. Okay. Were you told what you were placed under arrest for tonight?
Yeah.
You were not?
No, sir.
Okay. Miss Jimenez, the resisting without?
Yes.
Okay, resisting without violence. So that's when you impede. I'm trying to explain
So
to you.
why would you let her do this?
Okay. That's when you impede an officer's
You're gonna
lawful
ruin my
investigation.
perfect record, bro. You guys are
hold
gonna
on.
book me.
I did not make any life choices tonight. I'm just talking calmly to you and your wife. That's all.
God fucking damn it, bro.
You could stop this right now because you know what she did is not right. What am I resisting? Seriously, you're the supervisor. Please articulate this in your head. Do your investigation, officer. Please, because if I go to jail, this is a very, very bad thing.
Okay.
It really
I
is.
understand. Is there anything else that you want to know of me tonight? 'Cause
Yes, sir.
We've kind of gone full circle.
Can you
now.
articulate how I was resisting?
That's going to be her job. She's going to do
She's
that.
a
in
retard. Her
Yeah.
ego's hurt.
All right.
She's
watch
a
your head.
retard, bro.
Watch your head.
Damn
What are the
right, dude. Damn right.
allegations that they say is resisting without violence? Is it just not producing your physical ID?
In the police report, she wrote that whenever she pulled me out of the car, I tensed up.
His arm tensed up. That's what she's calling
But
resisting.
you can see in the video, like I had a blanket on, I had a cat on my lap, and it only takes me like 4 or 5 seconds to get out of the car. I didn't tense up at all. She just said what she needed to say.
If you watch the body cam footage of Officer Patterson, you can see from her angle, like Seth getting pulled out from the opposite side of the car, and you can see he's got his hands on the steering wheel, and she just reaches in and rips him out.
Yeah,
and he doesn't resist at all.
She sticks her hand in the car and unlocks my door from the inside and then rips me out. So it's still ongoing, and I have a court date in less than a month now.
They should publicly apologize and hold themselves accountable because it's right there on video for all to see. But instead, they doubled down and they have proceeded with the prosecution of Seth. They charged Seth with resisting without violence for his, quote, repeated refusal to comply with lawful commands, refusal to identify himself, and physical resistance while officers were engaged in the lawful execution of their duties. The problem is, however, if this was a consensual encounter, which in my opinion it was, there can be no lawful commands to resist or obstruct. In other words, he has the right and the option to resist and cannot have committed that crime. Seth has hired a lawyer and has a court date coming up, so the court will have to examine that issue. I suppose that they could claim that this location that the car was parked was a violation of some local law or ordinance, although that was not charged or even alleged in the case documents. Since this is all objective, that could be argued in court, so we'll have to see. I'll put the relevant links and information down below, including Seth and Andrea's GoFundMe and other links if you would like to help them. If I hear anything else, I will update, and you can follow along by subscribing both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. You can follow me on X at JohnBryanESQ. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
What the fuck, dude?
Sir, I've never been to jail. Please don't send me to jail.
You're going to jail, Brian. You're under arrest, okay?
Sir, for something I didn't do.
If you ever find yourself in the position of saying to yourself, I'm okay with the police searching my car or my house or my person because I have nothing to hide, then remember the story of what happened to Brian Getchius.
Sir, I gave you permission. I know.
I know.
I would give you permission for vehicle, okay, Brian?
They search his vehicle and they find his perfectly legal IBS medication that is prescribed to him. Despite having all legitimate markings, the officers claimed it was fentanyl or maybe cocaine. They didn't know, but they did know that they really wanted to arrest and charge him.
When I was making fake pills with a trail press, that's what they did.
Despite personally confirming the pill identification through his internet search, Deputy McClinton rejected that information and proceeded to run this medication through a fentanyl drug field test kit.
Brian, what color would you say that is?
Sir, that's gold. That's not oxycodone. Can you please read
No,
the
because
rest?
now it says fentanyl.
It's definitely not fentanyl.
Well, why would it be orange?
Sir, I don't know, but if you look at the imprint on the pills, they that's
Yeah,
like.
the imprint on the pills don't mean nothing around here, buddy, because we run across a lot this fake, okay?
I can show you the pill bottle at home, though.
But why would it be tested positive for fentanyl?
Sir, I don't know. I don't get that.
This field test kit is a presumptive test that is widely known in law enforcement and scientific communities to produce false positive results for fentanyl when applied to a wide range of legal medications, including dicyclamine.
Sir, please don't do this to me.
Brian, you're going to jail, buddy.
Sir,
I'm not trying to do anything to you.
they're not drugs. I will have my mouth in the bottle right now and show you.
Brian, why are you sweating like that, brother? It's
Because
like 65.
I'm fat. That's why I don't want to go to jail.
I'm fat, too.
I'm having health issues.
Stand over here, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. They're not. You can't just give me a summons, please.
No, buddy, this is Greenwood. This ain't Florida, brother. We don't do summons like that.
Sir,
Listen, man.
my car, so I'm doing that.
No, your car's gonna be towed, okay?
Sir, I can't afford all that. I didn't do nothing.
Listen to me, Brian. What you're doing right now is working yourself up because nothing you say is gonna change what happens for the rest of the night, okay? I'm not being a dick. I'm being honest, okay?
He ended up spending 15 days in jail before bonding out, and even after getting out, he
Holy
was placed on
fuck.
house arrest with
That's
an ankle
fucking
monitor for
insane.
another 7
Oh my
months,
fucking God.
confined primarily to
For
his
nothing.
mother's home in Greenwood, South Carolina.
Yeah, it ain't made for comfort.
It would take Brian 1 year, 4 months, and 28 days from the date of his arrest to clear his name. And at no point during that period of time was Brian ever in possession of any illegal controlled substances.
God damn, bro. That is such a bitch.
Sir, I've never been to jail. Please don't send me to jail.
You're going to jail, Brian. You're under arrest, okay?
Sir, for something I didn't do.
Brian,
Yes, sir.
what color would you say that is?
Sure. Yes, sir. You mind work that? I know.
The officers accused Brian of being nervous, implying that he must be hiding something. But Brian replies that he's just naturally anxious.
My license is suspended, sir, and I can't afford it to be kind of far or anything like that. I'm just not under arrest, okay? Okay. Yes, sir. You're more than a regular person. Yeah, but I feel like you're naturally anxious and you just basically.
Notably, South Carolina is in the Fourth Circuit, and the Fourth Circuit has held that a driver's nervousness is not a particularly good indicator of criminal activity because most everyone is nervous when interacting with the police, and it's therefore of limited value to the reasonable suspicion analysis.
Don't have you. Don't chat with me.
The officers asked Brian for permission to search his vehicle, believing that he had nothing to hide and that cooperation with the officers would result in a more favorable outcome regarding his suspended license. Brian consented to a search. He knew that there was nothing illegal in his car, and he thought that he had nothing to worry about.
You say don't or does? Okay.
During the search of Brian's vehicle, Deputy McClinton found a blue prescription bottle marked as belonging to Brian Getchius. It was labeled dicyclamine HCl 10 milligrams with directions to take 1 capsule by mouth 3 times a day, even identifying the medication as prescription number 49939. As indicated on the bottle, the pills were in fact Lannett brand dicyclamine pills that were all lawfully prescribed non-controlled medications for the treatment of IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Deputy McClinton yelled Miranda to Deputy Keener, indicating that he wanted Keener to read Brian his Miranda rights, also indicating that there was going to be an arrest.
Miranda. Brian, what's the blue pills, buddy?
That's also dicyclamine. The blue pills are 10 milligrams, sir. The little blue ones are 10 milligrams. The circle ones that look like Roxy's is, like I said, I'm not supposed to recovery, are the 20 milligrams. It's for my stomach.
Brian told the deputies that the pills were dicyclamine, his prescription for his IBS symptoms, but they completely disregarded him.
Okay.
Once again, I'm very nervous.
I understand that, but most pills don't look like that, so we're going to test them, okay? Because these look very worn and honestly not real, and they're in the wrong pill bottle. You understand that that's against the law, right? This pill bottle is for capsules. This pill bottle is not for pills, it's for capsules.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. No, don't be sorry. I just want to get to the bottom of it.
Future for it.
Okay. Okay.
Body cam footage shows Deputy McClinton using his cell phone to conduct an internet search of the pill markings during the stop. In fact, his internet search confirmed Brian's claims that the pills were in fact his prescribed meds and not a controlled substance under either state or federal law. The South Carolina State Forensic Laboratory would later confirm through visual examination that the tablets were consistent with a pharmaceutical preparation, directly contradicting the subsequent sworn testimony of these police officers. And there's more to what the lab would say, but we'll get back to that.
Nervous as crap, son. Super duper nervous. The pills are in that bottle. Look fake as crap. I don't know what they are, but they don't look right. You really like these feet? You got pockets on your shorts, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Turn around for me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You've been clean for several months now?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Body cam footage showed that Deputy McClinton knew that the field test result was inconsistent with the pill's identification. He said something ain't right and referenced his purported experience making pills for the pill prep. McClinton's incident report later characterized himself as, quote, having prior knowledge of pills consistent with these being clandestinely made and containing fentanyl. Perhaps he should explain this prior experience further.
Something's right. Something doesn't seem right.
I'm looking for the ER. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm ready to continue breaking the license. Just I'm doing it now. No drugs, no car, and really just...
Yeah, take and test it.
What's he saying about being mixed up by that beginning?
I asked him about it, didn't have a good reason for it. There's supposed to be capsules in here. And this was filled, there's supposed to be 270 capsules in here. This was filled on 3/16/23 though. Yeah, that's what's bothering me. I know. Pills don't know what to do that. Pills don't know what to do that. I need another test kit, a different kind. Give me something else like give me something for all of them, hell. Like ecstasy, MDMA is what I'm looking at here. This doesn't make any sense. I looked at this LAN 1232, LAN 1232 right here. They're crumbling. Dicyclomine.
So you remember tapping the name Capitals?
Capitals were supposed to be in there. Dicyclomine capsules.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's saying there's ones and ones and other ones. I wonder if you should test the name powder in that long.
Lynette 0586. Why are they so? It looks like. They ain't supposed to break my brother. When I was making fake pills with a prayer press, that's what they did.
Despite personally confirming the pill identification through his internet search, Deputy McClinton rejected that information and proceeded to run this medication through a fentanyl drug field test kit. This field test kit is a presumptive test that is widely known in law enforcement and scientific communities to produce false positive results for fentanyl when applied to a wide range of legal medications, including dicyclomine.
It's because I was born 70% deaf. You know what I mean?
Rob,
talk like this because I'm high.
What color is it?
So you know, sir. Yellow?
Well, yellow says it's oxycodone, bro.
Sir, I promise you, for these, I'm begging you, look at the fingerprints, anything.
I did. I looked it up, but also put it in here.
One more bag?
Yeah, we'll test it again.
It's not oxycodone. I promise you it's not. Look how many there is. It's not oxycodone.
The thing with these pills, hey, I'm pushing them and they crumble like that. Yeah. It's odd. Yeah. It's real odd.
So he's on the way to Florida randomly right now.
Weird, though. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's yellow.
Don't look at them pills. And I'm telling you, when I told you I used to make them pills, if you didn't get the first right, they would crumble because they weren't tight enough. Look at them pills there.
I promise
you. You got another tick? Huh? They're not right, 100%. I don't know what they are.
Look at one fentanyl. Yeah. If I went ahead, I'm going to do one of these. These all overs. These all overs.
Yeah, I did
I work that thing up and down, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just... I did another one just to be sure.
Yeah, it's not right, yeah, 100%.
Cheaper made, but...
Brian,
yes, sir.
What color would you say that is?
Sir, that's gold, but that's not oxycodone.
No, because now it says fentanyl.
It's definitely not fentanyl.
Well, why would it be orange?
Sir, I don't know, but if you look at the imprint on the pills, that's like...
Yeah, the imprint on the pills don't mean nothing around here, buddy, because we run across a lot this week, okay?
I can show you the same, the pill bottle at home, though.
Why would it be tested positive for fentanyl?
Sir, I don't know. I don't get that. Did you retest it?
Oh, yeah, 3 times.
3 times, man.
You just saw it, buddy.
Could it be? Hold on. Could it be because it's a bottle?
No, absolutely not.
There's fentanyl in there?
No.
Like in the bag?
We just tested 3 different parts of the pills.
Should you test it? That's not fentanyl. You can look. It's that's
Look, as far as what's on the pill, right?
Yes, sir.
People can press pills and put all kinds of stuff on, right?
Yes, sir. I know there's press pills.
Yeah, okay, so why do you have, even if they are the same, you're claiming they're the same type of
Yes,
stuff, why would you carry them in that one bottle when that one bottle is not for just that kind of pill?
Yes, sir.
That's a capsule bottle.
Yes, sir. I just had so
Not one
many
of the pills.
leftovers.
Just understand the problem is you're saying they've been in that bottle their whole, and that's the reason the powder is the way they are, right? All in the bottle. But you transferred those pills into the capsule bottle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. They have not been in there for an extended period of time.
No, they.
You just told me a little while ago, so you don't swallow it. You got an old pill.
No, I took the whole bottle.
An old bottle.
That's
Okay. First off, that bottle is 8 years old.
No, I'm not saying it's like years old. I'm just saying
It's 8 years old.
Yeah.
It's a little over a year old.
It's starting to turn orange. I'm trying to turn that blue up top. The other one for me. Yeah, well. And then you got 2 like that? Yeah. Where was the other one at? That's one I want to take a picture of too. That was orange to me. If you look at those pills, you can tell they all made something like that.
It says L.
It's, I got it looked up. Crush one with your fingers. Watch how easy it crushes. Just break one with your fingers. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be these, Land 1282. Dopamine hydrochloride for stomach shit.
Yeah, well, that ain't it. These are fake. I mean,
Yeah,
you
they look like
So, and I got powder in there too. Sometimes you roll it out and that's gonna feed with powder. Yeah, see, it's turning now. I don't have to download that. I download that.
Load them up.
Hey, where's that? Thanks, sir.
I'm
gonna give you that to you.
Through 6 5, we got a reference next time we take the vehicle. We got a resolve the buffet.
No, the ones are good. I know that's good.
Brian, you're under arrest.
Sir, I've never been to jail. Please don't
You're
arrest
going to jail now,
me.
okay?
You give me a summons or something, please?
The judge is going to give you something.
Sir, I'm begging.
Listen, Brian, you're going to jail, okay?
Sir, it's not drugs.
Brian, it's tested for drugs. They don't look, listen to me. Listen to me. They don't look like manufactured pills from a pharmaceutical company, okay? I know what fake pressed pills look like. I made them myself. Okay, they look like you didn't have to die, or somebody didn't have to die since I enough because they're not pressed right.
They're not drugs.
Brian, would you agree that normal pills? No, that's not going to do anything about possession, Brian.
Sir.
Using and being in possession. Not right this second, no, sir. But if you take those pills, Brian, and you crush them between your fingers, they just fall apart.
Sir, I've never been to jail. Please don't send me to jail.
You're going to jail, Brian. You're under arrest, okay?
Sir, for something I didn't do?
Brian, for something you're in possession of.
Sir, they're not.
Listen, this is not a guilty situation. Okay, right now our evidence says you're in possession, okay?
Sir, I gave you permission.
I know.
I'm going to give you permission for something illegal.
Okay, Brian. I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
I'm going to bail out right away tonight.
Yeah, no, not just your judge in the morning.
Sir, please don't do this to me.
Brian, you're going to jail, buddy.
Sir,
I'm not trying to do anything to you.
Please, they're not drugs. I'll go have my mom bring the body right now and show you.
Brian, why are you sweating like that, brother? It's like 60 pounds.
That's why I don't want to go to jail.
I'm fat, too.
I'm having health issues.
Stand up here, Brian.
I'm sorry, sir. They're not. Sir, I'm not lying, sir. I need to go to the hospital. I'm sweating like this. My heart's beating. I have a high.
Okay, well, that's fine. You're still going to jail after the hospital.
I have a history of a high CK. I'll go right to jail. I have a history of high CK. Yeah, I'm not lying. No, I don't need to go to hospital. Sir, I never been to jail. I don't want to be.
Dude, I think that's personal. Did I say you're a bad person?
Sir, I have not been through nothing. Can you imagine this?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
It's not fair. Did you just a different pills or something?
4 times.
It's not fair. No, I don't understand this.
I don't either. Because I wouldn't give you a benefit of the doubt.
It's not something I swear to God, it's mental. I'm going to hurry. I will tell you the truth. I haven't had a chance to do it. I can't explain it. I don't know. I'm shocked. Super shocked. It's not mental. You can't give me a summons, please.
No, buddy, this is Greenwood. This ain't Florida, but we don't do summons like that.
Sir,
Listen, man.
my car some money from
No, your car's going to be towed, okay?
Sir, I can't afford that. I didn't do nothing.
Listen to me, Brian. What you're doing right now is working yourself up because nothing you say is going to change what happens for the rest of the night, okay? I'm not being a dick. I'm being honest, okay? All right, take a deep breath, relax, calm down. It's 60-something degrees out here. You sweat like a mule.
It's not drugs.
It tested positive for drugs.
I know, it's not drugs, though.
Okay, but did you see that it tested positive for drugs?
No, I'm saying pills like this. I don't know. Them pills, there is pills that break their soft, I guess. I don't know. Ask them. Listen, you're arresting me just if it's something and put me in jail. I've never been in jail for something I totally didn't do. Think about that.
They say you did anything. You said you were in possession of something.
I'm not, though. It's not fentanyl.
Dude, did you see the test that I showed you?
So what?
So you're telling me it wasn't orange?
I didn't see you test it. I didn't see you put it in there.
Getchius was placed under arrest and transported to the Greenwood County Detention Center. After he was transported, the deputies performed a second, more thorough search of Brian's car, including looking for the hood, inside his battery box, along the door panels and trim, as well as the tires, but they found nothing. Also, after the arrest, the deputies performed a second field drug test kit on the same pills. This time, it was a cocaine field test kit. This kit also yielded a positive result, but this time it labeled the pills as cocaine HCl, freebase, crack. So the following day, Deputy James Travis Freeman, who was not a responding or arresting officer from the night before, and who was not present at all at this traffic stop and arrest, swore to and submitted 3 arrest warrant affidavits and presented them to the court. Based on these sworn affidavits from Deputy Freeman, Magistrate Cheryl Warren issued 3 criminal warrants for 3 charges against Brian Getchius: trafficking fentanyl versus fence, carrying a mandatory minimum sentence of 7 years in prison without the possibility of parole, and also 2 separate counts for manufacture, distribution, or possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, presumably one for each field test result. All 3 warrant affidavits submitted to the court by Deputy Freeman omitted entirely the exculpatory fact that Deputy McClinton had actually identified the pill markings as dicyclomine through an internet search conducted at the scene. I'll point out here that the U.S. Supreme Court has held, in the case of Franks versus Delaware, that if an officer knowingly and intentionally or with reckless disregard for the truth included a false statement in an arrest warrant affidavit, and that false statement for omission of material fact is necessary to the finding of probable cause, the warrant is invalid. Here, the police report authored by Deputy McClinton further omitted from the formal case record the pill imprint identification and internet search done at the scene, confirming the pill's legitimate pharmaceutical origin. And Brian Getchius paid the price for that. He ended up spending 15 days in jail before bonding out. And even after getting out, he was placed on house arrest with an ankle monitor for another 7 months, confined primarily to his mother's home in Greenwood, South Carolina. During that time, Brian was unable to return to his job in Florida or to maintain the sponsorship relationship and recovery community support that had sustained his sobriety for almost 15 months. Brian also ended up incurring tens of thousands of dollars in attorney's fees and costs defending against these false charges. And those false charges were supported by evidence that was submitted to the South Carolina SLED State Forensic Laboratory, where due to a backlog of around 18,000 cases, the results were not returned for over 6 months. But then, on October 1st of 2025, a SLED scientist issued a lab report confirming that the alleged fentanyl and cocaine was actually just dicyclomine, a legal prescription medication that is not even a controlled substance under either state or federal law. But it wasn't over yet. Even after receiving the SLED lab results, Greenwood County, South Carolina prosecutors held on to the results for approximately 2 weeks before even disclosing them to the defense, despite daily inquiries from Brian's defense lawyer.
John Rose was on the case. Brian was pushing him. Hey, get the drug test. Get the drug test. I promise you, it's not that hard. Most lawyers, when you hear the case, they're like, they may not even believe the client. They think, hey, he's telling me this, but Brian is maybe, you really want to get the exam? You really want to get the results? But for Charles Rose to get your results, he called Brian. You know, it's your lucky day. SLED results are showing it is the IBS medication. Brings information back. Brian, the state is offering a plea possession for the time that you served. Brian, like, you know, hell no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm innocent.
Shockingly, prosecutors still didn't dismiss the charges. Even after disclosing the results to the defense, they still offered Brian a plea deal. They asked him to plead guilty to a reduced possession charge in exchange for a dismissal of
What the fuck?
despite lab confirmation that no controlled substances were even present.
Now, most people don't have a paid lawyer to say, look, I'm not going to do that. The state can pull me off. We're going to go to trial. And you get convicted of trafficking fentanyl, you get a mandatory minimum. You just don't know what's at stake. Brian, knowing he's innocent, demanded that I'm not going to plead guilty. And then the prosecution searches office eventually dismissed the case. But not before they got him just to plead guilty to something, because it absolves them from this accountability. If you plead guilty to something, Brian can never
Oh God. What the
suspected that he did. Just like many officers that I've shown you in these videos, they had a hunch based off of nothing other than Ryan appearing to be nervous. It's just something that is being pulled over by men with guns looking for ways to incarcerate them and confiscate their belongings, even though the federal courts in that very jurisdiction have made clear that being nervous is not alone basis to expand the scope of a routine traffic stop into this drug investigation. These deputies just ignored that actual constitutional law and did their own thing. Their own thing was at best grossly incompetent. Now they did have him on driving with a suspended license, but that just wasn't enough. They wanted so badly to ruin this man's life and send him to prison that they got overly excited just finding an everyday killer. Same type of This is not even one of those situations. This is a case where a prescribed medication was in its actually properly marked container, where the pill was just from its own marking. Even more shockingly, this is a case where the officer was able to actually of that medication right there at the scene. Yet for some reason, they still wanted to get him so badly that they ran it through unreliable field testing, which are pretty much always going to give a false positive on these sorts of legally prescribed medications. Then they just they lied to the court by omitting material exculpatory facts about what actually happened and just let this man sit there incarcerated for 7 months waiting on lab results, even though the warrants were constitutionally invalid due to their misrepresentations. I think not even worse, prosecutors, after receiving the actual lab results exonerating Brian Getches, even held them for 2 weeks, and then even after producing them, still attempted to coerce Brian into pleading guilty to a crime that they knew for a fact he did not. It took him 1 year, 4 months, and 28 days to clear his name, even though he did not have anything to do nothing to hide.
I would like to see departments across the state say, let's reevaluate how we are doing these field drug tests, and let's find a more reliable way that's more
So remember that police officer never asked to search your vehicle when you first got it. Well, disagree. Let me know why in the comments. It seems to me that you are placing blame on someone who may be a tyrannical idiot such as one of these police. You just don't know. There's plenty of evidence of things like this happening over and over and over again. This is a great example of this happening. So share it with your friends, share it with your family, so that they are aware. A lawsuit has been filed, and I'll post a copy of the complaint at the link below.
One word at a time, things change. There are millions of them, glittering with potential. True mirrors guide their golden light, as their elemental geometry casts a light. It is the quietest voice that commands the greatest attention. One word at a time, things change.
My name is Ryan. I'm 33. I'm from Fall River, Massachusetts. So my life ambition is to be a professional nude art model. I'm heterosexual, and I'm looking for someone that can be both aggressive and submissive, depending on the situation.
My name is Jason. I'm 37 years old and I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. BDSM style is I am a dominant and I like my partner to be submissive. I enjoy using chains to tie people up, and I like to get
Feast your eyes, folks. This one's Chinese. We have to see. It's Mimi.
What the fuck? Oh yeah. Maybe it's just like a natural tick. I was like kind of reading into it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do all that. You know, that's more something that you should probably do.
Pepperidge Farm. Say Pepperidge Farm. Good lord, dude.
What's the hardest you've ever choked someone out?
Well, choked until they lost consciousness, but not beyond that. Just, what's beyond that? Where they're not gonna wake up in a few seconds.
That sounds really sexy. Can you describe that whole scenario for me?
Oh, I was just, we were parking in Providence, just in the backseat of a car, and doing a little choking, and just, she kind of seemed like she was losing a little bit, so I let up before it went too far, but, yeah. Is that a real story, Brian? I'm gonna say that's a real story. Okay, so that's a real way, that's what she was. No, I'm saying that's the way that she can expect, and you guys just park in the car and you choke her out. Oh yeah, that's Sandra.
That sounds really sexy. This is for daddy number 2. How would you punish me if I was a bad girl and didn't finish my vegetables?
I would probably tie you up with chains and then put you in the cage that I have in my backyard.
You would chain her up in the backyard cage for the vegetable infraction.
Correct.
Is that it? That sounds like a short punishment.
Well, I mean, you'd be out there for a significant period of time. You know, I'd probably have to come out and hose you off, and then, I'd probably feed you in the cage nothing but vegetables. So you'd figure that out real quick.
What kind of vegetables would you feed me?
Probably a variety of vegetables.
You're trying to keep me healthy?
Yeah. More about punishment though.
Can you tell me a list of vegetables you'd feed me?
Asparagus, cucumbers, pretty much anything shaped, I would feed you.
Can you list some more shaped vegetables?
No, I can't actually. You probably just get asparagus and like cucumbers.
Can you name some regular shaped vegetables?
probably tell you to lie face down on the bed, bend over, and yeah, that's what I would do. I would call you a whore, and then and I would say batter up.
You should tell it to me like how you would say it.
Leave her into the situation.
Okay. I would lead you into the bedroom. I would tie your hands up. I would bend you over the bed. I would rip off your clothes, and I would say batter up.
What would you tell me during?
I would tell you to get ready for the big leagues. I would say bases are loaded, and that I'm about to hit a home run with my cup.
I would really like that, Daddy.
Wow, we're getting fully dominant up in here. These guys are holding their own right now. But next up is the bratty Bambi. She's gonna put him to the test. Bambi, the stage is yours.
Okay, so Daddy number one, I have a question for you. My favorite foods are candy, vape, Diet Coke with lime, and LaCroix fizzy water. But many of these things agitate my Crohn's disease and my eczema. How would you ensure that your little baby gets a healthy diet that includes original Lay's flavored chips and Dunkin' low-fat sandwiches?
Well, I would prepare healthy meals for you, and if you were good, I would give you some of your favorite treats as a reward, as long as you were good and submissive and did what I told you to do.
And what would you tell me to do?
Brian, what are we talking about here? Are you talking about the meal prep? How's that done?
I'd have a prep our own meals, but I'd have to get my approval.
Can you afford this stuff? How are you going to provide this stuff for her?
I got mine.
You got mine?
Oh, yeah.
Who's got mine?
Daddy number two. My last daddy was a U.S. Marine and like bodybuilder gun nut who's a total psycho. How would you protect me against him? He drives by my apartment some nights and I don't call anyone.
Yeah, I'm not legally able to own guns because I'm a felon, but yeah, I would, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I would have to wait and see how the circumstances unfold.
You wouldn't protect me?
Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
Let's talk more about the felony. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a selling point. Probably think it's pretty badass, huh? Kind of a turn on? Can I ask you what it's for?
Yeah, it was trafficking marijuana.
Oh, we can provide you with marijuana, too.
I love that.
These are all good things. We've got a felon on our hands. Trafficking marijuana, no guns, but he likes chains.
If her boyfriend came around, I would probably go out there and strip him with whatever I have on hand. I would probably chains though.
This is a psycho ex-Marine. You don't think you could defend against chains?
Yeah, I think I'd do that.
So how much you weigh?
120.
And you think you could hold your own against an ex-Marine who's 120?
Yeah, I think I'd be alright.
He's got chains. Daddy
Can I ask you a couple questions?
A content creator tries to help a small community by exposing an environmental disaster, and then he gets arrested for it. This well-known content creator goes deep into the hills of West Virginia, where locals are upset about this small-town sewage disaster. They ask him to come document what's happening, and so he does. He drives there, and he begins to document all of the terrible things that they show him. It's literally forcing people out of homes that they've lived in forever. So the content creator goes to a public meeting seeking more information, but it doesn't go well. The public officials are not interested in discussing this ongoing disaster that is actually harming their constituents.
I'm not really a podcaster, but people reached out to me to cover this. Ma'am, what'd you say? So we're not going to be? There's a disaster in this community, and the people have asked me to cover it. Put your camera in my face, leaving you plenty of room. What, you're going to hit me?
But he doesn't give up. The next day he comes back and he tries again, and he ends up getting arrested. That content creator, Michael Bowman, is here to tell you everything that happened. With your help, we can expose this cover-up and help not only Michael, but also the people of this small town who have been completely failed by their public officials.
He's like, we don't deal with that around here, boys. Like, this patchwork is differently working in Marion County.
What you just dealt with is what we've been dealing with for years.
Our personal information is all over the internet, and it's being used against us, not just by the government, but by private corporations and AI, and it's only getting worse. You have to stay on top of it 24/7 and constantly get that stuff removed. Fortunately, I have software that does that for me, and you can too. Incogni tracks down and removes your personal data from multiple sites, including online directories, Google search sites, and even commercial databases. The process is fully automated, so it will continuously remove your data from these places. As of today, Incogni has removed my personal information in 996 different places online. But I also use the custom removal feature available in the unlimited plan and the family unlimited plan to take down everything that's exposed about you online. So check out Incogni using the link below or go to incogni.com/civil for 60% off. Incogni helps wipe yourself from the internet completely. They can't harm you if they can't find you. Now back to the video. This is Michael Bowman. Many of you probably already know who he is. He's a content creator. He's basically a social commentator with a journalistic twist who goes into communities to highlight the good, the bad, the corrupt, in an effort to enact change. He's got about 7...
What up, Conquer? Thanks for the lurk, dog. Appreciate it, man.
That sounds really sexy. This is for daddy number 2. How would you punish me if I was a bad girl and didn't finish my vegetables?
I would probably tie you up with chains and then put you in the cage that I have in my backyard.
You would chain her up in the backyard cage for the vegetable infraction.
Yeah, correct.
Is that it? That sounds like a short punishment.
Well, I mean, you'd be out there for a significant period of time, you know. I'd probably have to come out and hose you off, and then, you know, I'd probably feed you in the cage nothing but vegetables, so you'd figure that out real quick.
What kind of vegetables would you feed me?
Probably a variety of vegetables.
You trying to keep me healthy?
Yeah, more about punishment, though, you know.
Can you tell me a list of vegetables you'd feed me?
Asparagus, cucumbers, pretty much anything shaped, I would feed you.
Can you list some more shaped vegetables?
No, I can't actually. You probably just get asparagus and like cucumbers.
Can you name some regular shaped vegetables?
Corn, cauliflower, squash, tomatoes.
Can you name 3 triangle shaped vegetables?
Can you name 3 triangle shaped vegetables?
Daddy to teach me about vegetables.
All right. Yeah, we'll take a vegetable course if that's what, you know, if that's what excites you.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, no problem.
You guys got any of them Limitless pills? Limitless pills? They're from the movie. From the movie? For Bradley Cooper? Bradley Cooper movie. Hell yeah, I got a bunch of them Bradley Cooper movie pills. I hope you're ready to solve world hunger with calculus. Because these pills are limitless. It's gonna have you looking like Bradley Cooper. It's gonna have you smart like Rain Man. You're gonna be a human calculator with a chiseled jawline. Have you lose some of that goddamn weight.
When you open your eyes, everything gonna be yellow. Destroys your mind. Makes your mother love you. Makes food taste great.
I bet.
Oh.
Daddy number 2, do you like to talk dirty?
I do, yes.
What would you say to talk dirty to me?
What do you want to kind of give me a situation and I would tell you what I would say in that situation?
Aren't you a dominant daddy? I thought you could think of a situation yourself.
Okay, I would probably call you a dirty whore.
That's it?
Yeah, probably a couple other things. I'd probably call you names. I'd call you a slut.
Sexy little
Yeah, I'd call you a sexy little slut. I'd call you a whore. I'd call you a little sucker. My little sucker.
I like all those things. What would you say if we were about to have sex?
I would probably tell you to lie face down on the bed, bend over, and yeah, that's what I would do. I would call you a whore, and then say batter up. And I would say batter up.
You should tell it to me like how you would say it.
Yeah, lead her into the situation.
Okay. I would lead you into the bedroom. I would tie your hands up. I would bend you over the bed. I would rip off your clothes, and I would say batter up.
What would you tell me during?
Say that. I would tell you to get ready for the big leagues. I would say bases are loaded, and that I'm about to hit a home run with my
I would really like that, Daddy.
Wow, we're getting fully dominant up in here. These guys are holding their own right now. But next up is the bratty Bambi. She's gonna put him to the test. Bambi, the stage is yours.
Okay, so daddy number 1, I have a question for you. My favorite foods are candy, vape, Diet Coke with lime, and LaCroix fizzy water. But many of these things agitate my Crohn's disease and my eczema. How would you ensure that your little baby gets a healthy diet that includes original Lay's flavored chips and Dunkin' Donut low-fat sandwiches?
Well, I would prepare healthy meals for you, and if you were good, I would give you some of your favorite treats as a reward, as long as you were good and submissive and did what I told you to do.
And what would you tell me to do?
Brian, what are we talking about here? Now you're talking about doing meal prep? How's that dominant?
I'd have her prep her own meals, but I'd have to give my approval.
Can you afford this stuff? How are you gonna provide this stuff for her?
I got money.
You got money?
Oh, yeah.
He's got money.
Daddy number 2. My last daddy was a U.S. Marine and bodybuilder gun nut who is a total psycho. How would you protect me against him? He drives by my apartment some nights and I don't call anyone.
Yeah, I'm not legally able to own guns because I'm a felon, but yeah, I would, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I would have to wait and see how the circumstances unfold.
You wouldn't protect me?
Yeah, I would, absolutely.
Let's talk more about the felony. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not a selling point. Probably think he's pretty badass, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a turn on?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you what it's for?
Yeah, it was trafficking marijuana.
Oh, he can provide you with marijuana, too.
I love that.
These are all good things. We've got a felon on our hands. Trafficking marijuana, no guns, but he likes chains.
If her boyfriend came around, I would probably go out there and strangle him with whatever I had on hand. It would probably be chains, though.
This is a psycho ex-Marine, though. You don't think you could defend against chains?
Yeah, I think I'd be all right.
So how much you weigh?
120.
And you think you can hold your own against an ex-Marine being 120?
Yeah, I think I'd be all right.
He's got chains.
Daddy number 2 has been patiently waiting here with a sexy grin, getting ready to ask you some rather sexy questions. Daddy 2, take it away.
Sure. Do you find your Crohn's disease getting in the way of butt play? Or are you a certified Barbie?
I am a certified Barbie.
So your Crohn's doesn't get in the way of that at all?
Sometimes, but I won't let it get in the way.
Oh, you won't? It's a pretty debilitating disease, though. I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you like giving jobs?
I love giving jobs so much.
Sure, I bet you do. Let's see the technique that you would do. Let's just act the whole thing out.
Why don't you show me how I should do it?
Well, because I mean, I'm telling you what to do, so let's see the job technique.
I think you should show me.
Yeah, I don't give jobs though, so.
I know, but I need to learn how to do it. I need to be taught how to do it.
I need to see how how.
Come on, Daddy, don't you want to
no,
show me?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna show you how to do it.
I need to be taught by you.
Well, I need to see how good you are before I can tell you where to improve.
Well, I need you to teach me. I need you to show me how you like it.
Yeah, we're just going in circles though, so I need to see how good you are in order to tell you how to improve your technique. Like, show me how you would cup the balls. Show me how you would do that.
I need you to show me how you like them cupped.
No. Can you show me that, please? That would really probably help me determine whether or not I would select you.
That's not very dominant of you.
No, well, I mean, I'm asking you to do something. I've actually asked you numerous times.
I've asked you to teach me.
Yeah, no, I'm not good at giving jobs though, but I'm sure you are.
I know, but you're good at receiving them, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, I need to know where to improve your technique, so you would need to show me.
Well, I need to know
you're
how you
not-
like it done.
Huh?
I need to know how you like it done.
Kind of just how I explained it before, so I'm pretty sure you know. So can you
wanna show me
just
that?
display? No, can you show me?
Can you show me?
Bro.
I'm 5 years old. I don't know what a job is. Can you explain what a job is to a 5-year-old?
No, I probably could not explain what a job is to a 5-year-old.
Aw,
I
please,
probably wouldn't get in that
Daddy.
conversation. No.
Daddy, please.
We should stay on this one. Please describe your BJ technique.
Well,
Describe it.
you know I'm really little, right?
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Like, I need you to describe how you would give a job.
What's a job?
Yeah, you don't know what a job is? It's when you put it in your mouth and you suck it. You don't know what a job is? Can you describe that
Like
to
a
me?
pee-pee?
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Now we gotta figure that one out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Does
You're
that
just
feel
refusing to
good?
answer the question. Can you please describe how you would give a job? The regression
Feels
thing is.
good to put a pee-pee in your mouth?
Yeah, it does, yup. In your mouth, specifically.
You want to put it in my mouth?
Yeah, yup. So what would you do if I was to do that?
Oh god damn.
Taste good?
I don't know. I mean, we could figure it out. But if I was to do that, what would you do?
Tell me what it tastes like.
I don't know. I've never tasted it. Do you know how?
Jeez, dude. Save us, Papa Meat. Save us.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Coming on Sundown because today we're going to be talking about Applebee's. Also, something different about me. Almost. Skin is glowing. Older.
Eyebrows. Eyebrows look dead.
I have 2 eyebrows again, Nick. The unibrow sadly is gone. I was trying to see how thick I could possibly get it, but someone in my house, I'm not going to say who, woke me up with prying needles in hand. My eyebrow's gone.
Looks good.
Today, we're going to be talking about Applebee's. When it's time to hit the road and grab a bite to eat with the family, there's a lot of options to choose from. You can go to a cheap fast food establishment or maybe a sit-down restaurant for those who want a more elevated experience, a more traditional experience, right? But between those two is a magical third option, a place that claims to offer that high-tier sit-down service while still serving food for budget-conscious customers. This is where Applebee's thrives. At one point, it even became a very well-known restaurant chain that could hold its own against the other heavy hitters in the industry. But like any long-standing restaurant in these turbulent times, there are heaps and hurdles and challenges. And today, we're going to talk about the controversies, crimes, and crazy stories that come out from one of the most well-known American restaurant chains to ever fucking exist. And I will say, we are doing this again because for people who don't know, we did a ranking of all of the sit-down chain restaurants, and Applebee's was dead last. It was dead last, and then there's been a lot of people that have been commenting, it was a bad location, Applebee's is better. And I wanted to figure out, is this a thing? Did we just go to a bad restaurant? Are we gonna have to go back again and reassess to see, is it as bad as we actually thought it was?
Are you Meat Canyon?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. She said that she took care of you guys last time.
Oh, shit, okay, cool, right on.
Yeah, so we know who you are.
Yeah, that's cool, yeah, right on.
Awesome.
Yeah. About the Bourbon Street chicken Oh, they didn't hear what we said. But after doing more research, the amount of shit that has happened at Applebee's, it's fascinating. And we had to dive back into Applebee's. We need to go back, and then we also need to explain some of the odd stuff. It's an abnormal amount. I imagine that's everywhere, though. But Applebee's, for some reason, I don't know. It just has a certain twang to it, doesn't it?
You want to tell how we almost got hit by a car?
Yeah, we were on our way here after recording the Applebee's video, and we were like, let's go get Applebee's again to see how it holds up. And while we were driving here, this car almost plowed on the side of Nick. He was maybe going like, what, 80, 40? This guy, I'm not even joking, comes here. He got this close to Nick's car. Boom, comes around here, goes around the front. He does, like that. Yeah. He does that, yeah. He did that, and then we're driving. He's talking to me, and I'm like, trying to process what's happening. And I look to my right, and there's a full apartment complex that just burnt down. And I was like, and I was like, where am I? And then I got out of my car, and I'm like, and then I'm here. And then it's all accumulating to to this. Yeah.
Applebee's is a franchise that has had many ups, my friends, many ups, and probably far too many downs. For a time, it was the family restaurant, one that sold medium-tier food in an environment that made people feel like they were at home. Something supported by their slogans, eating good in the neighborhood. Now, come on. I will say, you know what, that eating good in the neighborhood makes it feel like it's a family neighborhood establishment, right? I'm hopping over to a small business. It's on levels. It isn't as good, but it's on levels of you can't out Pizza the Hut. I mean, arguably the greatest food slogan of all time.
I like, was it buy that chicken from Popeyes?
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah.
One of the laziest slogans. Love that chicken from Popeyes. That's subliminal messaging terrorism is what that is. Because in your head, you're like, well, I did say I love it. You know, when you hear the thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with it. They even theme their locations based on culture in the area they reside in. Whether that's the local landmarks or college sports teams, some of their food can even be altered to cater to those local cuisines, which I will say, once again, subliminal messaging terrorism. You walk to Applebee's, like, yo, look at this. I love this team. This place, like, they like this community. They're tricking you. It's all a little bit of a trickery. That's why I like going into these restaurants, and they need to be the 54th Street Grill, just clutter culture. I love that. You have like boxing gloves up, you have posters of movies. As a child, it's amazing. It's the best game of I Spy you've ever played in your life, right? I don't know. There's something about Applebee's. It's just a bit deceptive. I don't know. Applebee's focused heavily on finding local, loyal customers who didn't want to break the bank of a sit-down meal. They opened in 1980 and saw quick success, and by the year 2000, the revenue hit over $2 billion with around 1,000 locations. They eventually expanded into locations all across the globe. No way that works. This has to be a weird thing. Can you imagine going to Japan? There's a Japan Applebee's. There's no way. What would they have to offer? Things continued to improve all the way up until around 2015 when they started to realize that they were failing to impress one of the most important demographics, one of the most insufferable demographics. They failed to impress millennials. Locations started closing down, and they knew that the drop in revenue meant something had to be done to make themselves attractive in their eyes. The new CEO at the time, Steve Joyce, brought a bunch of ideas to the table, including the creation of one of the most dangerous concoctions to hit the American public, which was the Dollaritas. My friends. Hey, we want to give a quick shout out to our favorite sponsor, Gamersubs, which we have amazing energy drink. You need to pick that shit up right now. It is summer in a shaker, or hopefully one day a can, because they're starting to do cans in places, and it's delicious. Raw meat, my flavor is a beautiful cantaloupe watermelon mix that's just, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. We drink the caffeine-free version all the time. When it gets too late, because Gamersubs gives you a little pep in your step. Pep. Also, if you like big tittied anime women, they have little tub shakers that have big, beautiful tittied anime women on it. So if you like that, they have shakers. Pick up a big tittied anime shaker thing. They like that. You like that? No, I do. If you head over to Gamersubs right now, you can get signed up for some free samples. They're all good flavors. There's not a single bad flavor. They're all muy caliente. They're beautiful. They're so tasty. So please head over to Gamersubs and use promo code PAPAME to check out, and tell them that we sent you. You're gonna get a little goodie with it. Dollaritas, depending on where you go, it's a whole different nightly experience. Sometimes it's basically just margarita mix in a glass, right? No tequila in there. I have seen some dangerous interactions with Dollaritas. For you don't know if Dollaritas, I think they might just literally be $1 margarita. It might be $1. They're probably like $5 or something. I don't know. They're a very cheap margarita drink that you just get smashed on at some locations. But once again, it varies. Depends on how loose is the bartender's wrist. During Neighborhood Appreciation Month, Applebee's started selling an assortment of margaritas for only $1, specifically to capture the demographic and emphasize their bar while upselling customers on their other food items. They were a massive success, despite being nothing more than a bottom shelf tequila mixed with cheap margarita mix, heavily watered down with tap water. Right. I'm telling you, for $1 though, I'm telling you, I have seen some bartenders' wrists be a little loose, all right? And I'll tell you what, it makes a very rowdy Applebee's neighborhood experience. Many employees dreaded the Dollarita craze, as it brought all sorts of chaos to what were often understaffed locations. But despite some efforts like the Dollaritas being a hit, it didn't keep the millennials around for time. It also started to turn off their core audience, scaring them into fully giving up on this initiative entirely.
Scared their core audience.
Which, don't get me wrong, Applebee's would occasionally get their viral moments every once in a while, right?
Man, we got some money school going on right here, shit.
Like one that began in 2021 after country artist Walker Hayes talked about Applebee's in a mega viral song called Fancy Like. Dare I say, it's the worst song ever made.
I'm gonna get a Bourbon Street steak and an Oreo shake.
For people that don't remember, this is the lyrics. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake. Got some whipped cream on the top two. 2 straws, 1 check, girl, I got you. That's huge. The biggest song in every trailer park across America. In it, he talks about splurging on his low-maintenance country girlfriend by taking her to an Applebee's to get a dog shit meal and an Oreo shake. That's essentially what this song is, all right? Those are the cowboy boots clicking in, walking, little spurs on it.
I would say, as a woman, that's an Oreo shake.
phlegm in your voice there. My God, clear. What the hell? Your shake. You got me wet. Good fucking Lord.
Would I take someone here on a date night and then also be like, let's get 2 straws and suck this together? No. I'd probably would also say if I told her wanted to do that. She would get pissed and she'd be like, I want my own. She'd be upset.
The song would blow up even more after athletes used it in an official advertisement, leading to people doing TikTok dances to the song, though many tore it apart for sounding soulless and purposely engineered to be used in a commercial, which is every country song of all time. Not of all time. I'd say a lot of them. My name is Sue Johnny Cash. The comments under the song are filled with Applebee's employees furious at Walker for being responsible for the song being played non-stop in their stores and being sang aloud by customers. Which I already know there's some big boys or something. Shut up! You guys are getting salads! No!
You know, Applebee's, my team had a competition.
What?
One time I trolled, the guy was very adamant of being like, you gotta go order the troll table.
The troll table? What do you mean you troll?
Oh, it's like,
what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean?
When you don't make any cups, you become a troll. So you have to go under the table. And the guy was very adamant. He was like, you gotta get under there.
I've never heard of that.
Really? Oh, man.
How do I know that he was like, you gotta get under there, you gotta pay me back?
Yes, sir. I'm a troll.
Looks like this guy's definitely taking out $1 bill. Slurping and glorping down there. Today, Applebee's is simply seen as a trashy mid to below, it's a below tier restaurant with microwave quality food.
Let's see that cheese pool. Wow, that was lackluster.
Many people report getting intense food poisoning from their food with websites like iwaspoisoned.com, which is a great website. I think that's a great service. Where were you food poisoned at? Mark it down.
Test.
Tales of diarrhea and projectile vomit that I can only assume happened at the Applebee's bathroom. Many people post about their stories online, like one 18-year-old man who admits to shitting himself after drinking the exclusive Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash drink at Applebee's. My God. The Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash drink. Is that an alcohol drink? Is it like a slush or something? I don't know what the fuck it is. Here, editor, put up a video of somebody drinking it on one of their channels. Badlands? Oh, he's the promotional picture? Oh, I gotta give it a try. I love Badlands. Love Badlands. Hey, little Hunter's hidden stories from Hunter. I was gonna do a Mountain beer cartoon. Do you remember this? Was this before? Yeah, I was gonna have Badlands. He was gonna do it and everything. Just didn't capture. That was whenever the bug thing was big. He was gonna voice the bulldog. He was like, give me that bug. It was gonna be great. I wonder if I have any of the audio clips because I think he sent me some lines. I think so. He's like, delicious. It was great. I fucking love his voice. It's so good.
Chugging the world one bottle at a time. Badlands chugs his back.
Badlands, I love you. Before he could sit down on the toilet and fully pull down his pants, a loose fart led to him covering his pants in wet shit. Also, so Badlands, you had to be followed up with that. How do we know also that? I mean, I would say that a clientele going into an Applebee's, today's day and age Applebee's, has got to have some nutty lord biome that's not healthy. That's some nasty guy. So to blame it on the Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bunch Crisp, whatever it was called, it seems a bit disingenuous. I think you should have just had tap water. Do you think that they have filtered, or do you think it's just straight tap? A woman named Carissa Inget posted a video admitting that after the restaurant of choice was overpacked, they went to Applebee's to eat chicken tenders and mac and cheese. Wow. After 1 hour, she broke out into a cold sweat and began projectile vomiting. Then she proceeded to throw up 10 more times once every hour.
I threw up every hour on the hour for the next 10 hours. I could not even keep water down.
Yeah, the place we're going to go to is pretty packed, so yeah, we decided to go to Applebee's, get chicken tenders and some mac and cheese. Do you know what's the thing, though, that they don't show? The Applebee's CEO. The McDonald's guy?
He like blamed it on his mom or something.
The McDonald's CEO blamed it on his mom?
Something like
Oh man, dude. Sweet, let's try. Something like that. It's like, well, I've been, oh shit. I think it's like that. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, I just did it backwards again, damn. Fuck. Alright. Shit, dude. Yeah, it's supposed to sound better, I think. Take my love, take it down. I climb a mountain, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, landslide bring you down. When the landslide bring you down. Oh, the landslide bring you down. Okay. What up, dog? Yo, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it, bro. I'm just jamming here, guys. Hell yeah, bro. I want it that way. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in, guys. I'm just playing this guitar I just got and just like reading some tabs, just hanging out. I don't know. I'll show you the song some friends made in high school. I forget how it goes. Something like that. We're sitting together and talking about the weather and things that don't matter at all. Avoiding the point of this useless conversation. Something like that. And it's like, I forget how it goes. Mid-conversation, I realize what we had has faded so goddamn quickly. And how could you know? How could we ever know? And if I may, kissing in the rain is so cliche. I'm not okay, and this is what I say. If you want it that way, something like that. Dude, I forget it all the time. Yo, I'm gonna go grab some water. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Oh shit. Sweet, man. Right on, dudes. Sweet deal. Oh yeah, dude, Bobby, I was gonna get you that game, man. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I'm Filipino, bro. Yeah, my mom's Filipino. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I forget how it goes. It's like, I always forget how it goes. I don't even know if my mic sounds good. I think it might sound a little crazy. But, yeah. Right on, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it's something like that. It's like crazy. Weird. Oh shit, hold on. Sweet, yeah. We made it in high school, man, so it's like something like this. I can't even remember. We're sitting together and talking about the weather, things that don't matter at all. Something like that. And then like it breaks down like that. Yeah, I was just reading some tabs, man. I don't even know. Just playing some stuff on the screen, dude. Yo, that reminds me though, I gotta finish that. Dude, where did it go, bro? Shit. Crap, bro. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Sweet, dude. Dude, Ivan, do you have a Steam? I don't know if you have a Steam account, bro. I need to add you. Cool. Right on, man. All right. Oh man, dude, what should I play? Oh god, dude, I think I'm gonna try to play like I played this last on December 4th. Holy crap. Shit, where am I? All right, sweet. Dude, where do I go? 25 hours in here. Wait. What? I don't even know where I'm at, dude. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. It's been a long time, dude. It's been a long time since I played this shit. Fuck, man. Oh my god, this is so bad. Bro, what the? I think I'm in chapter 2. Fuck. Shit, dude. How do I, like, open up the fucking settings, dog? Damn, this sucks. I think I'm just gonna have to do this. Alright, cool. Damn, dude, I'm kind of screwed. I don't know what I'm doing here either. Okay. Oh god, so like, what the fuck am I doing? Shit. Dude. Girl dad. What the fuck? You mean a mom? Peach boy, peach boy. Dude, I can't remember what to do. Oh yeah, I remember that. God dang. Dude, what the fuck? Where do I go? What the fuck? Thank you, Doc, by the way. I'm just reading those messages. Yeah, it's true. I got a fat dumpy, bro. I can confirm that. I think I'm about to go get some food, though, dude. Damn. Oh, dude, hell yeah. You're welcome, my dude. You're welcome. No problem, bro. Yeah, just like, play it whenever you can, and then if you can, just like leave a review on whatever you think. That would be awesome. Fuck, is the game muted? Shoot. It probably is like super quiet. Oh yeah, I have it like turned down to like 1%. I don't know why. Yeah, dude, I'm like terrible at this game. I don't even know why I started playing it. I thought I was in a whole different part. I thought I was at like some car part. Oh my god, my ears are fucking crushing. Fuck. God. Oh my god. Completion file not found. Made on scene credits. Okay, cool. Dude, I gotta fix the chat in here. It's like always like messed up. Shit, how do I fix this? There we go. There we go. Yeah, the kick one sucks anyways. Alright, 1 second, let me check. Hell yeah, man. I will be back, probably. But for now, I think I'm gonna go grab some food, guys. Thank you for rating me, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Bobby. And everybody. Hell yeah, dude. I know, right? The next, yeah, no problem, man. You're welcome, bro. Yeah, dude. The next Delta Rude episode's gonna be tight, right? I gotta like figure out how to beat this. I don't even know. I'm kind of lost. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but let me see. shoot, how do I do this, dude? I think I'm messing this up. Alright, cool, man. Thank you, guys. Fuck yeah.